Dan Campbell's Detroit Lions, who welcomed the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals had won 6 straight before this game against the Lions. Did they make it 7 straight?
Of course they did. And after getting so close last week, the Lions were simply brushed aside by the Bengals. Quarterback Joe Burrow found Evans to open scoring. Then the Lions had a chance to get back in it when Burrows was intercepted. However, in typical Lions fashion, they blew it when Jared Goff was intercepted by Wilson. It really is just laughable. The game actually then went quiet for the rest of the first quarter. Then Kicker McPherson got field goal to make it 10-0. They then put the game out of reach when Burrow found running back Joe Mixon to make it 17-0. Then another McPherson field goal followed before Burrow found tight end Uzoma to make it 27-0. So the Bengals, gents, didn't even get out of third gear, which is absolutely cruising this one. And it looked like being a shutout until Siebert got a field goal for the Lions. The Bengals so comfortable that backup quarterback Allen then came in and found receiver Tate for a touchdown. The Lions fans that were left got a little something to cheer about when DeAndre Swift finished off the drive and St. Brown converted a 2-pointer to make it double figures. But what a woeful performance from the Lions. You really thought that, yes, the defeat against the Vikings hurt, but you think at least be competitive. But this was just shocking. And Cincinnati Bengals, who would have thought this, are a country mile above the Detroit Lions. And they ran away with this one, 34-11. Honestly, I think if this is how the Lions are going to go after every close game, they are going to be 0-17. I know you try and defend them, Jamie, but this was so bad. It was a joke. This is the Bengals we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I can defend them as much as possible. When you're losing 34, what was it at the time, 3, to then get a touchdown with about, was it like a minute left, under a minute?
Yeah,
and then
to
then go, it then cut to Dan Campbell on the sideline. He's signaling 2. I'm thinking, no way. You cannot. You're so far behind. You're going to have to do like 4 successive onside kicks to then actually win the game in under 2 minutes. Like, why are you going for 2? It's the most embarrassing thing I think I've ever seen. That's not encouraging. That's deflating. Half the stadium was empty anyway by that time, because why would you talk to yourself watching that? I mean, it's embarrassing to go from taking the Vikings all the way to probably should have won the game if it wasn't for their defense slacking yet again when it comes to the final few plays. It's embarrassing. Why would you go for 2-pointer? Like it is horrendous. I couldn't believe it watching Red Zone. I was annoyed. I actually had to turn away. I was I didn't watch Red Zone for other reasons.
All right.
We'll get on to when I review other games. But I mean, this especially, it was done, by kickoff. It was finished, wasn't it? The amount of the punts, the interceptions,
start to finish.
They're so sloppy.
And then you got after the game as well. The quarterback, Jared Goff, was called out by the coach Campbell. I understand Campbell's frustration, but that certainly doesn't help. He must have known that you're not going to get a motivated Jared Goff. He's a Rams team that's in a much better position, pretty much equipped to go to at least the NFC division or maybe the championship. And he's going down to the worst team in the National Football League. He's hardly going to be motivated. He's lost his main receivers, Kenny Golladay and Marvin Jones. The only decent receiver he's got, if we're being brutally honest, is TJ Hockenson, who, of course, is his tight end. And he's got one decent running back in DeAndre Swift. But if your O-line's useless, your special team's useless, and your defense can't defend 50 yards with 14 seconds left on the clock, why would he really want to step up?
Yeah,
it sounds like throws have been poor, don't get me wrong. But
I was going to say,
where's the motivation?
Well, it's the motivation, not just going, as you said, from one of the best teams to one of the worst teams. You're going from LA to Detroit. I mean, Detroit.
Luxury to bit scrappy, and
I was going to say slums, but that's probably pushing it a bit too far. Sorry, Detroit. Sorry, that's not. We don't
hateful comments by Lions fans.
You've gone from sandy beaches to Motor City. I mean, come on. I don't even know if there's any good quarterbacks going in the next draft, but you're 0-6 after 6 weeks. You're looking at the draft already, thinking, okay, who should we take at number 1? I was going to say obviously a defender, but obviously you need a quarterback, you need O-line, you need another receiver, and your tight end's probably going to leave as well. So
You wouldn't blame the Titans for leaving, would you? Hawkinson's so much better than the Lions. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the amount of throws. I mean, there was a really bad one as well. It's just like it was literally a slant to the tight ends, and he missed him. I'm thinking the guy is 6'6" plus. How do you miss him? He's on his own. Like it's horrendous from Jared Goff and horrendous from the Lions. And I honestly don't know where they go from here, apart from another loss away at LA. I mean, Jared Goff is revenge.
That's got to be the most guaranteed loss of the season. We'll obviously cover that more in the preview show, which will be separate. Pretty much in a bit, but we'll be uploaded on another day. But yeah, I mean, it just gets from bad to worse from the Lions, and I just think there's not going to be many more games where they get that close. I think Ravens and Vikings, that's the highlight of their season, nearly winning the game.
Yeah.
I will say though, fair play to Bengals played well. I must say they look very good.
Yeah, the Bengals had to do what I think Brad, you'll agree that they've got the key components. They've been building for a competitive team. They've got the quarterback, second year. I think Burrows is probably the best second year quarterbacks currently in the National Football League. You've got an established running back in Joe Mixon, and you've got a rookie wide receiver, Jamal Chase, who I think certainly could be up there for rookie of the year, if not offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, I think. I mean, Jamal Chase has been fantastic, isn't he, since he started. And yeah, like I mean, I think the Bengals are a strong, solid team in the AFC North. And yeah, I genuinely think they'll get like second in the AFC North. I think they'll push second all the way. I think obviously the Ravens will win it, and then it's between Browns and Bengals for me. And I think the Bengals they can push them, considering Browns' recent form.